Okay, here we have another oak tree, and this is another puzzler because it definitely does not look like an oak tree in the Quercus genus. This is called a shingle oak. It's a Quercus imbricaria, and what that last word means is to layer, stack things in layers like shingles on a roof, and that was the most popular use of this tree. The wood was used by pioneers to roof their homes and shingles, and the wood splits very good, so it was an easy way to make shingles for your roof. Now, people aren't doing that much today, but people in forestry would know that if they take care of a pioneer type structure, reenactment place that needs shingles on a roof, they might go to an oak tree and cut some shingles out of it. So the wood splits very good. So this again, I'm gonna pop a leaf off. This is a very unusual leaf, and it doesn't look like an oak tree again. The last two trees you saw didn't look like oak trees. So the leaf's definitely down. Here's some insects been feeding on that, and that causes really no harm to this leaf. Notice this leaf is smooth and entire. There's no ridges or teeth, we call them, indentation, no lobes. So this would really fool people. I could probably show you the leaf of a tupelo tree or a black gum tree, and it would look almost similar to this. So you got to go a little bit further into tree identification, look at the bark, the twigs, the shoots, and if there's fruit on it. So yes, this tree will produce a fruit, an acorn, and it's great for wildlife. But the main purpose of this tree, and this is a native tree again, is that it helped pioneers roof and keep the water off their log cabins. So very valuable tree, native tree to North America, been around. If you grow this tree, it's not going to be as big as the first two trees we talked about, but it is a good size tree. So any tree you plant, you want to know the mature height and spread before you dig that hole and put it in the ground, or you're going to have an enormous tree that generally produces good shingles, tearing up shingles on your house. So do your homework before you plant a tree, get the height and the spread, and give it a good start. Okay, what we're looking at here is a growth on this shingle oak tree, and oak trees have more unusual growths called galls on them. Galls are generally created by insect activity, and this unusual looking woody gall, because it was stimulated growth from this woody twig here, it's called a gouty oak gall, and it was created by a very tiny, the size of, say, a gnat, a non-stinging wasp called a Cynipid wasp. And when the eggs hatch, after being laid by a female wasp, when the larvae feed, their digestive enzymes stimulate and mimic plant growth hormones. So the tree is tricked into producing a lot of cellular growth and rapid cell division and growth. And this gall structure starts growing around the insects, and it provides them a little condo to live in or an apartment house. And so the larvae live in there, and as they develop, the gall gets a little bit bigger. Then eventually the tree cuts off their food supply, and the gall shrinks and constricts and girdles the branch, so that is why this branch breaks off and is dead. Now, is it going to kill the tree? No, but if you're mowing under this tree, before you mow, you're going to pick up a lot of little shoots that fall off this tree. So it's mainly an issue that's unsightly for the tree, but it's not going to kill the tree. We do not recommend any type of spraying. It'd be extremely difficult. So it's just something, it's a relationship with an insect and a tree, but it's not a true symbiotic relationship where both parties benefit. So best thing is just to be amazed at what you see in nature and leave it alone.